Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, you have landed on Ginger Chick Rehab, the journey, where Chris and my name is Yvonne, we share the behind the scenes of our lives. We are YouTubers, we do Ginger Chick Rehab, and I do thrift flips and furniture flips along with my husband Chris. And this is our other channel where we show you like hauls and things we have going around our house. We moved and then we are building a new workshop per se, but that's pretty much done. But this home had a lot of projects to get done that we wanted to do ourselves. Not that they needed to be done, it's just items that we wanted to do. So in today's video, it's a little bit of that behind the scenes yet again. So I recently got invited to do a pick. So Chris and I went to a pick where we got to go to somebody's estate and look at items, see if we wanted to purchase them. Then Chris and I also did a trip down to Shiplap, Indiana to their weekly Wednesday auction, looking for items to resell, make over, not only to put in our retail booths, that we have a few booths locally at a local antique mall, the link's down in the description, along with I sell some items on eBay. So with that being said, I'm going to show you a quick blurb of the items that I got at the pick and at Shiplap auction, along with Chris is working on the garage area still. He showed you in the last video how he was taking down walls, doing down electrical. Now he's putting up board and doing other things to this area to make it a little bit more pleasing to the eye, not just plain painted plywood anymore. And then I'm going to be in the house because it's Christmas time. It is time to decorate. So I hope that you guys enjoy decorating with me videos, because I'm going to be working on my hutches and a couple little areas in my house and sharing with you the ideas that I have for my own home. This is a totally new home to me, so I'm like trying to figure out where I want everything to go. It might take me up to Christmas to finish my Christmas decorations. So I hope you enjoyed today's journey of what we have going on. So in the pick, I was told there was going to be a lot of ironstone. Though Chris and I were the 6th pickers at this pick, but I was happy still to get some ironstone pieces. So I got some lovely, like, even though this is China, it's that beautiful, desirable, like, shape going on there. The same with this. I love this shape of pitcher. There's even a little bitty one. Look at that crackling and crazing, if it could tell a story. And then this little piece is like probably a true ironstone piece, though I can't read any of that on the bottom of it. It's just, look at that detail on the arms. We've got another crazing piece. Oh, look at that, beautiful. I have some people who love crazing and the discoloration, how it changes with time. There's another beautiful picture. Just some odds and ends. I've never seen these little things before. I didn't even really know what they were, but I don't know, maybe butters. I'm not sure. This is just a little sugar. Well, apparently they used it for Q-tips. But I love all that going on. And then we have this. They called it a spittoon, but I don't think this is a spittoon. I see a lot of people use these in risers. I don't care that it's cracked, because I'm probably going to use it in my own home. And I know that this is, you know, a commode, you know, but once we clean it up, it'll be a pretty piece. And this too, you know, it's another chamber pot, but look at the beauty in it. It is just beautiful. So that was a great ironstone haul, along with, I thought this ash bucket was really neat because it's green, you all. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can see putting some greenery in there. It is just amazing. So our garage is a hot mess with Chris working on the bar area. I've got Christmas totes out. We're just trying to figure it all out, but I couldn't. So I saw these, which are just sock dryers, and I thought, at first I passed them up, but then like, oh my gosh, my idea, I'm like, I can like put drop cloth fabric, make some fun stockings out of these. They don't just have to stay, or I mean, you could actually put socks on them too, but I'm like, oh, 4 of them. And it was an amazing pick. They didn't charge us very much for our stuff. One of my other favorite finds was this little baggie. It's leather, but it has milk bottles in it. So I don't know how vintage, I haven't done any research on it, but I thought that bag is really cool. We live in a dairy area. There's lots of dairy farmers around. I just thought, oh my gosh, that is so cute. So I just got some more shoes, a couple little clocks, enamelware. I mean, it wasn't a huge pick, but I'm always happy to be invited to do a pick, y'all. Doesn't happen very often. I think this is just a little bank. I thought it was super sweet. I don't know how resellable at all. Now this is a spool on a spool where they just tied these colored spools on there. I don't know if I would take it off or sell it as is. It's kind of unique. I have a problem. I love spools. I haven't put any on my eBay in a while, so I might do that for y'all. And I just thought this was a neat, I guess that goes on there. This is just it's newer, but I thought it was super sweet with the antiques. I love antiques. And just some other little odds and ends. So I'll move you around to the other table where I have some of my favorite finds at Shipshewana. My first one is I did get a hold of a blue swung vase. It's a little dirty, but no, that's what we pickers do. A little dirt does not, make us not want to buy something at all. So I was pretty happy because it's a good size. It's got a beautiful mouth on that. Look at that mouth. It's beautiful. Just a nice, brilliant blue. Then I bought a group of pictures, and I don't do a lot of pictures sometimes, but this plastic frame had my heart. So this says, tears are the safety valves of the heart. When too much pressure is, lay it on. Meaning just, turn on those tears. Oh my gosh, it's so sweet, y'all. And then somebody did it in leather. So the frame itself is pretty cool. I did get my hands on another campfire marshmallow tin. I'm super excited about that because I have 2 cabinets that I'm going to be decorating. I don't know if I'm going to get both of them done in this video. I got to save some content for the next time. But yeah, we'll see because I have to clear out everything in the cabinet. So, I thought this was a unique find. I see the shoe molds all the time, but I never see these. Oh my gosh, how cool. A little boot form. I probably will keep this for myself because I have never seen a boot form. I'm sorry, but I did get some shoe forms that I can sell y'all to put little bottle brush trees in. I haven't shared too much of a haul with you lately. So yes, I got a couple little pairs of, I like the shoe forms that have numbers and advertising on it. These are cool with these little, there's a word for that, isn't there, y'all? I'm sure one of you all know that. And then I got a couple more of the little shoe forms. These have been whittled. Somebody made those little shoes. Those were kind of fun, aren't they? And with the grouping of that picture that I got some of these reverse painted. And then in the same wooden that I got the boot and the other shoe forms, this came in here. There's the exercising, you'd exercise with them. And then I thought this was kind of, even though it doesn't have all its strings, I paid minimal for it. I still think it's a great decor piece, or somebody wants to restring it up. I always forget what it's called. I won't remember by any means. But the things I was going for today is, I've been on the Ginger Chick channel. I've been going crazy on making Christmas vignettes and little shadow boxes. So they had all these little vintage going on. And if that wasn't enough, let me get some, look at this one. Okay, I have to show you some close-ups. Oh, they're so cool. And then I was really super excited about these 3 little books. And now these seem to be pretty old to me. Got a couple old Santas. Even this little nutcracker. Look at his little chain under his, well, it's supposed to be his chin. I thought those were cool. And then I have a whole bunch of the red bulbs like this, but no blue. And he's kind of fun. He's kind of fun. What's he say? Japan. 69. Oh, he's funny. He is funny. But I did score a whole bunch of ones in the box. I don't know the age. I believe these ones actually say Shiny Bright on them. But yeah, I've been going around to antique malls buying boxes and boxes of bulbs to do all these and trying to find little boxes to do stuff in. So I thought, you know what? I need to buy these. I definitely need to buy these. The last 3 little pieces. Chris scored on this wagon, though. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. You know, a lot of times if you try to paint it, it's going to, you know, I'd have to paint around the hardware, and you just, sometimes you leave it as is. Somebody like tried to spray paint it. The one side, can we get down there? The green side's pretty good. I'm too close. There we go. It's pretty good. But those wagons are nice this time of year. Chris was pretty happy with his, he called that axe something. Look at how its handle goes up. And then I finally scored my first pair of snowshoes. I've never been able to get my hands on any of those. So whether I resell them or I use them in my decor, because I need to get decorating my house. Okay, so I'm done showing you my haul, my hauls from 2 hauls. So let's get in this house and let's start decorating that cabinet. Oh, but wait, as I'm walking into the house, I'm like, hold on, you need to see this. I told you, you needed to see this. Though this one needs, this was probably definitely a hen nesting area. So this has to be taken outside, has to be power washed. On the nice next warm day, we got some kind of an oil spillage. So this isn't something I can work on in the shop or resell right away. It needs a little bit of help. On the next nice day we get, so that we're safe cleaning it and it has time to dry, but it's amazing. And as I walk in to show you my next thing, Chris is working on some more of his paneling for the garage. Okay, to get the real look at this, it's another little nesting box. Oh, I want to be able to put it in my house, but I don't think I have any space for it. So y'all like those 3 Santas I did in that cubby. Can you imagine what size of Santas I could put in this? Oh, I absolutely love this. But same thing, it was an original used for chicken probably, so it needs to go outside and be powered washed also. And I think we're coming up, we have a day that's going to be like 50 degrees that I should be able to fit that. I will make myself fit that into the day. So I know I'm keeping this guy, and he's going to go into one of my cupboards. So we will take him in when we start working on the cabinet. So this is the first cabinet I'm going to be working on, is this one with the beautiful swan. The swan's going to stay there. I'll figure out something. But unfortunately, my plan involves taking everything out first and then rebuilding it back up with Christmas decor. My decor, everyday decor, my antique finds and treasures, but I'm going to add Christmas in with these. So yeah, that's just how we kind of undecorate to redecorate. So while I'm inside undecorating the cabinets, emptying it out, why don't I share with you what Chris is going on? So the last time you saw his update, he had pulled off all this plywood. He had done electrical, moved electrical boxes off the beams, put them down at a more normal area towards the ground. And we loved that paneling that looks like shiplap so much from Menards that we decided to carry it out to at least this wall for right now. This is the area where he wants his bar. If you remember our old house, we had a bar area. And his motivation, his grandmother growing up owned a local bar in the small town that he grew up in. So that kind of has his heart. And he has a lot of bar memorabilia that he wants to display. So this is his area. And also he's going to go like 3 panels down and make me a staging area so I'm not always so dark in the shop. I love the pallet wood. I love the cubby that I have with all my terracotta pots, and I absolutely love that workbench that I get to use for staging. But sometimes it is nice to have a white wall background. So he's trying to make sure, like the beam in the garage, this probably used to be like a barn at some period of time, but now we use it as a garage. So the beam is not, you can't push that all the way up. It just has a piece of cardboard for whatever reason up there. But his main, what he's trying to do is keep the shiplap lines going straight across as you transfer from beam to beam. So you want to make it look like it's just one really long piece of wood, so he can't butt it right up to that big header at the top, or it's not level up there by any means. So I know it may seem silly to put so much work and money into a garage, but we use our garage as a place for entertainment. I do my eBay out there. We do our hauls out there, our inventories out there. Chris absolutely loves football season, and this is his season right now. So, of course, before you even get it painted, caulked, and finished, we're going to get that TV back up where he wants it to be so he does not miss a minute of the Lions. Now, where it comes to this space here where the bathroom is, it's just a little half bath in our garage. That space on top of that is actually nice. It fits a tote. So all our totes that are for Christmas have fit up there perfectly. But you don't always want to see it. But you do need access to it. But you don't need to have access from both sides. So he's kind of doing a fake wall going all the way up in the front where the door is on the bathroom. So that hides a good portion of it. So when you walk in this one area anyway, you won't see those totes.
So now I'll run the board just like that, but around the door and all the way down.
So if you can get your lines to match up really well, this stuff caulks and hides the seam and the brad nail holes so well. Just some of that Alex caulk works wonderful. Oh my gosh. So I highly recommend it. If you want a faux shiplap look, this paneling hung this way is just amazing. So while he was doing that, yeah, it didn't take me as long, but I got all of this cabinet cleared out because I know I do want to add some of my antiques back in, some of my treasures, my secondhand finds back in. Not all of them, of course, because I can't fit any Christmas in there if I do. I know that I'm going to be using my white pictures because the inside of these cabinets are really dark, so the white will help pop my Christmas decor. So then I put a lot of my stuff that I have been picking up, or my Santa mugs that I just got my toe opened up. Yeah, I collect Santa mugs, but I can't. Some are vintage, some are new, some are white. I don't really, to me, it doesn't matter. Yeah, of course, it'd be nice to have a whole bunch of vintage ones, but, you know, whatever. It doesn't, I just want, the red in this house is just popping and speaking to me because this house is so bright and airy. And I picked up those trees at Joann's. I just absolutely love them. And then I got some green bowls that I want to add into this space. So let's see how it all comes together. I'm going to start adding my bigs in. I want my Ironstone pictures, some of them to be in here. And I want some of my bowls to be in here. So I'm just playing because I really don't know exactly how I want it. I picked these up at Michael's, I believe. I love them. Cream trees, all sugared. I call it sugared. So I need to take the tags off, but I love that red. So it'll go with the cream, it'll go with the white, it'll all tie like the Christmas in together. So my idea is just to kind of get what I know I want in here, and then tweak it around and move it around. Definitely know I want some Santa mugs, whether they'll all go grouped together or I don't know. I'll just keep, I don't know. I wish I could tell you, oh, I have a plan for everything, but I don't know. I don't. I have an idea. Then I'm hoping, because they didn't have like a lot, they had taller ones of those trees, but of course they wouldn't fit into the cupboard. So I'm hoping that if I can mix like some of my older vintage ones, I think these are Department 60, 56, I don't know, something. Anyway, I picked them up. So that way it kind of all ties it in together. I do have, I don't know how old, I think this is a reproduction Shiny Bright box, especially since it has a scan, but I didn't care. It was empty, it was minimal at an antique store, so I thought perfect to add it in. Like, I know it looks a little bit of a hot mess, but we'll get it working here. So these are probably last year's Hobby Lobby, but you could definitely mix new in with vintage by all means. You know, like I don't know how vintage any of my stuff is. I mean, I know that some of it is, some of it's not, but yeah. Just have fun with your decor. Keep messing with it until you like it. So by all means, I don't want to take all my yummies out. I love my yummies. I worked hard to find my yummies of my older English pottery, crockery, English crockery. Love that. I can probably put some bottle brush trees in there, like, you know, simple as that. You could put in, but I have some others out in my studio that I can do that with. But I definitely don't want to just take these little guys out because I love them. like I said, I want to mix my old and my new and everything all together. Still keep my loves in here. Definitely keep my loves in here. And like I said, I don't know if it's a spittoon. It's cracked. I don't know. I see it as a riser. I think it actually would be perfect if they both fit together. For right now, I might use it on the camp. I don't know. I don't know necessarily if they go together. But for right now, I wanted that to be a little bit higher. So we'll see. I just picked up this sweet little, what are these? The little golden books. Look at Santa's face. I mean, I might, like I said, play. I know this is new. I just picked him up when I started to decide that I wanted to do a vintage antique theme. I've always really gone like Hallmarky primitive, I think. So it's nice. It's fun with the new house to get to change it up. The corners in this hutch go kind of far back, so I think it can take my big pictures to make a nice back fill. Have that pop of white. Some of them, for some of the shelves, I think are too tall. Yep, the little divot, too tall. I think this one went on the bottom. So yeah, it's kind of tall. Okay, so don't make fun of me. I picked up this at a local antique mall. Somebody had taken 3 of the wreaths and made a snowman, which is cute as a button, but they kind of match those trees. So I'm actually going to take it apart because I thought those will fit in the cupboard and match my other decor. They just use some wire. It's very inventive, but I want the 3 wreaths. So, and I'm going to take the pipe cleaner off that they wrapped around it also. I just want the wreath. See, they don't look too bad. So y'all have to see this fun idea. So open flower frog, vintage. I actually went into my booth because I saw this on an Instagram post, I think. So I'd like to claim all this as my original idea, but I love to search like everybody else and get inspired by others. So vintage, I guess it doesn't matter if it's vintage. So that, candy canes, oh my gosh, wait till you see how simple this is. Candy canes, oh my gosh. Y'all, look how cute that is. I already planned on using candy canes in my decor because I think it's just simple and easy and inexpensive. And then, of course, edible. Absolutely love that. Awesome little statement. And this is a bigger flower frog, so it can take the whole little dozen. Oh my gosh, how cute is that? On its own, it is adorable. I guess if you wanted to slip some in the side and you wanted it to be, you know, I'm just gonna have them kind of be straight up, I think. So this is one of my latest England crockery. So going through an out-of-town antique mall. I like to hit antique malls. I've shared that with y'all before. So this is my latest one, that potted ham and tongue. I didn't know that was a thing at all. Did not know, but I love it. It's my only one. I have the potted meats and I've got, you know, some marmalade, but I don't have, nope, first one ever. Oh, So I have an idea what I want to do with that. So my idea is just to put, I have some little vintage Santa mugs. I don't think a whole bunch will fit in there. But I could use some of my butter pats. Put a couple of my butter pats in there to rise it up. This is one that was kind of unsellable because it was chipped, but I don't care. Use them in your stack. So, little vintage. Maybe I might do a couple more. I think it's cute that way. There, we'll rise him right up. And I still get to put my butter pats in there. Look at this gorgeous, I think these are vintage bottle brush trees. They got the metal on them. It's so hard to tell because, you know, there's so many reproductions out there now. So I know I want to be able, so see if I mix them together, since I don't have enough of those, I think it all kind of plays on each other. I got a big wreath up there, so I don't want to overcrowd that. And I only have 2 of those. So, yeah. I did go to an auction recently and I picked up a whole bunch of these. I think they were Target Dollar Spot, and I'm like, oh, there was like 6 or 7 of them. I'm like, I never got them at Target Dollar Spot, but what fun, you know, nice risers, because like I could, you know, lift him up a little bit higher. Then that one can go, you know, I'm like, oh, I'm glad I missed out then, but I scored them at the auction. Even if I wanted to notice this a little bit more, gotta be careful because I knew those were gonna fall through. I could rise that up so you could see the candy canes a little bit more too. I have a few of them. I put a few in one of my cases in my antique booth to rise some little things up, but yeah, that was a good find because I actually could use them. I do have a couple little tweezers I could stick in. Oh, he might need a filler. Just a wadded up napkin. I don't know, this one might be too big for, I think that's way too big. Way too big. Not for him though, if I wanted to, but I don't want to go crazy with trees. But I'm not talking to myself because I'm actually talking to you. All right. Anyway, I don't know. Does this one fit? Oh, this one fits. So I don't want to completely hide my shiny bright box. Plenty of little plates that I could put, well, not plenty of, but I have plates I can put it on. Or I could do a couple of these. I could do that. So when I was picking out candy canes, just the regular candy canes, they had these ginormous candy canes. And I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta figure out how to use these. Walmart, yeah, that's where I was at, Walmart buying candy canes. Like, oh, I totally have to figure out how to use these somehow in here. They're ginormous. How fun is that? Oh my gosh, love them. That's, I don't know, kind of gives that green that pop. If I wanted to. That's probably going to hit the door though. Gotta always keep that in mind. The nice thing about having multiple cabinets with multiple pieces in, I can go steal out of that. Yep, I'll just come over to this cupboard. This one is going to be hard because you cannot see really won't be able to see the Christmas decor so much in it. I will do something on top. But yeah, I'm going to steal a few of the pieces out of here. I'm trying to figure out which one's bigger. I think that one's bigger. I put that one from the other cupboard in there already. Does anybody else hum to themselves there? Oh, timber, one-handed. One-handed, not always the best of ideas. But yeah, see that? I like that pop of white in the cupboard. Love that. So I'm getting it together. I think some red bulbs in there, because you can't really see on top of that one. That needs something, some height. Yeah, I'm working on it. It's coming together. Got some dead space here that I need to figure out. I don't think I'm going to keep the teapots in there for right now. I don't necessarily love the bright white with this age tin. I have something else in mind to rise him up. But I think this would be okay. Maybe, I don't know. I want to use this. I want to. So this bowl had a whole bunch of printing press letters and stuff that I think the color will go better there. That's a little bit better, don't you think? Don't you think that's a little bit better color? That's a little bit better color, yes. I have these. I could add in also the package is a little broken, but that's okay. Did not bother me. I don't care. Before I show you my cabinet reveal, I'm going to show you this little corner space on my countertop, and I had a wonderful idea when I ran across a mug holder, bottle holder. So I'm going to remove this for right now, even though I love this, but you know, it's Christmas time and that's what we do. We start moving all our stuff around, and I'm going to add in this bottle holder that I just recently got at an auction. So I did have a few Santa mugs that I either bought when they were white at Hobby Lobby, or I painted last year, so I bought a few more because, you know, they're on sale right now. And I painted more up. It's just the flat enamel white spray paint. It's as simple as that. I just wanted this, I thought in this dark corner will really make a statement. That black rack with the white mugs. Oh, just makes my heart happy. Yes, it's basically just for display. I spray painted them. I mean, I guess you can use them because after spray paint cures, they are, you know, that's always a big thing when I spray paint things. They are food safe after they cure, after they are dry. So, but for me, it's just a display. I just absolutely love it. I'm just trying to pick which Santa faces I want in the outward position. And then I also picked up one of their Santa pictures and spray painted that also white. It's just how I wanted to do it, and it's just classic. You know, these newer ones are never going to chip in the time period I'm alive. But I got some of these dollar candy cane sticks, peppermint sticks. Love it. And then I did add a little bit more pop of color with just, I have one random lonely Santa mug that doesn't match anything else. So you'll notice I add a few more of my vintage items in. Love it. Oh my gosh, my heart is so happy with how this cabinet turned out, you all. So remember, yeah, you don't have to, I mean, it is what it is. We don't have to have all vintage or all new or all this or all that. Just use what you have, buy what your eyes are attracted to. I love the mixture of how everything in this cabinet turned out. And I love that pop of red on my white. It's really just popping it. And I wasn't able to use that spittoon. I just love how that cup's just kind of hanging out. And I did not forget my distinguished gentleman at the top. He got a velvet bow, some greenery, and some more of those red bulbs. And what really makes me happy is that green bowl. You can really see it. The campfire tin, I see it. The red of the Santa mugs, red of Santa Claus. I mean, it just, the red in this house, just, I've always done primitive burgundy, you all. So red is a new color for me, but it is a new house. So what do y'all think? So thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed the behind the scenes of what Chris and I have going on in our lives. I know this is a busy time of year. We have 2 weeks, what is it, like 2 weeks away from Christmas. So I hope that you're getting things done as much as I'm trying to get things done also. So as always, if you're part of our Journey family, we love you. We appreciate each and every one of you. And if you stayed at the end of the video and you enjoyed this kind of content, please hit that subscription button along with the notification bell and give us this video a thumbs up. That really helps the algorithm on YouTube recommend our videos. And along with, I have to give a shout out to my youngest fan that sent me a picture, Genevieve. So you got to see her cute little picture. She was so excited to find our booth at our local antique mall, and then she sent me a picture, or her aunt sent me a picture anyway. Oh, it was just so heartwarming. Anyway, you guys, thanks again for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see what we're up to. Bye.